We have various information processing software. There are filtering tools which filter the unnecessary data and will provide the necessary data. Function is nothing but whatever is happening in the organization, each of it is a function which improves the efficiency of the information system and promotes the innovative products. The relationship, there will be a relationship between the customer and the marketer. Hello students, welcome to the next session of Management Information System. I am Dr. Soumyashri from Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College. Let's start this session. This session is all about knowing the IRM, more about the information resource management. Now, the thing is, you need to know about the dimensions of the information resource management. What is this? What are the different parameters we use in an IRM? Okay, so IRM has become a popular way to emphasize the major change in the management and mission of the information system in many of the organizations. What are the changes that you can bring in the management and the current information system that we are using? Okay, the managing the information system resources of an organization is a vital concept in the business environment or any business. Managing the information system resources or the resources, the components which are involved in the information system are the vital part of the business. Why? Because there are three major developments that are affecting how corporate management views the information system function. So what are the developments? So we have the 5 dimensions of IRM to be studied. That is, there are 5 different types of pressures or dimensions you have to look into in a IRM. The first thing is the resource management. Second is the technology management. Third is the distributed management. Fourth is the functional management. Fifth is the strategic management. These are the 5 different types or dimensions of the information resource management. Okay, let's see each of this. Let us see each of these things. Okay, first thing is the resource management. What we are going to do in the resource management? The information resource management, or in short we call it as IRM, uses or views the data or the information and the computer hardware, software and the employees or the staff of the business as valuable resources. When you take an entire information system in a business, what are the resources of the information system? They are most importantly the information or the data, and we have the data components that are used to store the data, components which are used for processing the data, that are the computer hardware and the software. And along with that, the persons who are going to handle these informations, computer hardware and software. So these 3 things are the main resources of any business. These resources should be effectively and efficiently managed for the benefit or for the advantage of the entire organization. If you effectively use these resources, you can clearly get more advantage of using the information system in your business. Okay, if a plant, a production plant or any equipment that is involved in the business, the money that is invested money or capital that you have invested in the business and the people, the employees are considered as the resources as we have discussed. So should its data, information and other IS resources. So all these are vital with reference to the business. How do you run the business? You cannot alone do all the business, isn't it? You need the employees, the money, the equipments, isn't it? In support with this, we will be having the data, information, hardware and software, because the persons or the employees, equipments, money were there previous in the time also when there were no computers, isn't it? We had the employees, the money and the components or equipments even before the computers were invented. So these are the important resources. In support with working of these resources, we have the data and information and the computer related components. Next is to know about the technology management. How to make the technology management or how to do the technology management. The IRM emphasizes that all technologies that process and deliver data. It emphasizes that all technologies that process and deliver the data and information must be managed as an integrated system of organizational resources. Okay, we have various technologies. What are the technologies we can involve? One thing is the Microsoft Office softwares or any office softwares, the Excel sheets, the Tally, the decision making supporting tools, the URLs, the web pages that you have developed, the network that you are using to communicate the data between different computers, the connection of the internet within the organization, which are connecting the network which connects all the computers in the organization. These are all comes under technologies. So the technologies along with other resources, like we had the previous resource, that is the resource management. Technology management is deciding which technology is suitable for our business. In market, we can find the various kinds of resources that we can, or various kinds of technology that we can use along with Tally. Tally is the popular one for accounting details. Along with that, we have some supporting softwares. But Tally is the most widely used technology or software. Why it is the most widely used is, it is user friendly and is more comfortable than other softwares. Even though there are various other softwares that can help in accounting, the Tally is the most widely used software that we can use in today's time, isn't it? So these are the technologies along with the various other resources, technologies which are mainly used to store, process and deliver the data. What they are going to do is store, process and deliver the data and information are they are the resources. So these technologies must be properly managed in an integrated system when you have both the technologies as well as human related work like book maintenance along with the computer details, isn't it? So alone computer, keeping the monitor, the keyboard, the CPU and the mouse will not make your IS work, information system. What you need is different technologies, isn't it? So such technology includes the telecommunication, that is the telephone connections, the network connections, routers, all these things will make up an important part of the technology. Okay, we have the telecommunication and office system, like I said, the Excel sheet or the Tally or the technologies. Then we have telecommunication is the networks. Okay. as well as computer-based information processing softwares. So we have various information processing software. There are filtering tools which filter the unnecessary data and will provide the necessary data to the softwares or to the technology. These are the main things or the main technologies that we can use in a IRM. This island of technology, that is set of technologies, are bridged by the IRM, that is Information Resource Management, and became a primary responsibility of the executive in charge. It is the responsibility of the executive in charge of all information services, all the available information services. It is, post is usually called as the Chief Information Officer of the organization. What is the responsibility of the Chief Information Officer is to maintain the computer related or IS related resources like computer hardwares, softwares, and the related components or related supporting files in an information system, and the network related issues, whether the network has went down, you cannot access the network, or is there any problem, some router have been disconnected, there is a breakdown of a system in one location or one department. So in total, everything related to the information system will be handled by one person who is called as the Chief Information Officer of the organization. If any problem happens in any computer or in network, the data is not coming to the software or the technology, data has been deleted, somebody has attacked our system, the network is not working, the network has broken down, any problem related to the information system will be handled and solved by the Chief Information Officer of the organization. Okay. Next comes is the functional management. What is the functional management will do? What is the role of functional management? Let's look at that. The IRM concept stresses that the management of an organization, any management related to the organization, must apply common managerial functions and techniques to the management of the information resources. It is functional. How does the organization functions? What are the different departments that we have in our organization? If we have a manager who is a functional manager, what is his responsibility? If you become a functional manager, what you can manage? What are the responsibilities you have to handle? Function is nothing but whatever is happening in the organization, each of it is a function, like maybe producing or manufacturing a product, maybe the marketing of a product, maybe getting the sales order, maybe billing, maybe human resource, maybe taking the appointments by the receptionist, or maybe the work of a guard at the gate of the organization. Everything that happens in an organization is considered as a function. Management of the function in a proper way gives way to get more profit or more organized way of handling a business, isn't it? So, the IRM gives importance for the management of the organization with different techniques. We have to include different techniques for managing the information resources and related functions of the information resource. Not everything else. The functions or the process that is happening in relation with the information resources. The managers must use managerial techniques just as they do with other major resources and activities of the business. So every business, every department, every part of the organization will have a technique to follow, isn't it? If it is a production department, we have a proper method of how to make or how to manufacture a product, isn't it? First, collect the raw materials, check for the quality of the raw material. Suppose you are having a business of ready-made shirts. What is the production department is going to do in a ready-made shirt department production? First, they'll get the raw material. Raw material is the cloth, isn't it? So what we have to do? First, we have to check the quality and color of the shirts, shirt pieces or the cloth that we have received. It is the raw material, isn't it? So we have to check for the quality of the cloth. Once the quality of the cloth is checked and is approved, it will move to the production department. In production department, what it will be done? The length will be taken, isn't it? What must be the length of the shirt? There are so many sizes. So sizes have been fixed. You have to get what kind of shirts you need, how much of shirts of this size will be needed. All the plannings must be done. Once the planning is done, the cloth will be taken to the production part where the cloth will be cut according to the size which is mentioned and the number of cloths needed for making, say, 30 shirts. How much of cloth is needed? That much will be cut and it will be given with the sleeves, the collar, the cuffs, everything will be cut according to the measurement which is already given and is given to the stitching department. So what does the stitching will do? It will stitch all the cloth that is given along with the designs it has been given. So design will be made, the cloth will be stitched and is given to the next part, next work. What is the next work? It is checking the quality, whether the stitches are perfect, whether the buttons have been fixed at the particular position, whether the cuffs and collars are perfect according to the size. Everything will be compared with the parameter that is already given. If it is okay, so it is given quality check is okay, so you can give it to the logistics department for packing and movement. So like this, every method will have a technique, isn't it? So none of the department works without the help of a technique. By vaguely or roughly, they can't do anything, isn't it? Every business will have a method or a technique. In the same way, the managers in the department or in the business must apply the managerial techniques to manage the information resources in a business. Okay, so this is the functional management, managing the functions of the information resources. Next, we have the strategic management. What does the strategic management will do? So it is about the strategies that we are going to implement in an information resource. Finally, the IRM concept stresses that the information services function, what we are going to use as an information service function in the organization or the firm must be more than a provider of computer services. The IRM is not only providing the computer services, it is the entire management of the services. So we have the strategic management which also makes major contribution to the profitability. How does the profit in the business can be increased with the help of the information resources will be the part of the strategic management, which has the strategic objectives of the organization. That is, the strategies that are going to be implemented in a business will be applied for the decision supporting system, which helps in deciding whether the strategies or the plans that we have implemented in the organization in a particular period are going to give a positive result or not, whether it is giving a negative result or positive result. That is the main thing we need to concentrate on while implementing anything or while using information system also. You cannot just use whatever it is available. You have to make sure that the strategies and the plans that you have implemented will be producing or will help in getting the profitability or increasing the profitability of the organization and implementing the strategic objectives of the firm, like we have the mission and the vision of an organization. So the strategies that are implemented with the help of information resource must assist in fulfilling of the goals of the organization. Next we have the IRM focuses on the developing and managing the information system that improve the operational efficiency, which improves the efficiency of the information system and promotes the innovative products. Okay, they'll promote the innovative products, which makes the strategies of having a new product by the organization will fulfill. Okay, and services that build a strategic information resource, strategic related information resource will be built based that can enhance the competitiveness of the organization. So the meaning is that the strategies must be such that it increases the profitability of the organization and increases the competitiveness of the business. You have to be competitive, isn't it? Business is all about competition. You must be ahead of other competitors who are in competition with you. That means the strategic resources will help you in going ahead with the business when compared to your competitors. So, the information system or the information system technology usually or most of the times helps the business or the organization to get a strategic planning for the improvement of the business. Okay. Next is to know about the customer relationship management, that is the CRM. Okay. Let's talk about the customer relationship management. Let's check what is the meaning of this term, customer relationship management, because for any business, customers are the main part, isn't it? Now we have to know how to manage the customers. The concept of CRM or customer relation management as a cooperative, it is cooperative, isn't it? Cooperation must be between the customer and the seller or the customer and the manufacturer. So there will be a customer relationship management which is cooperative and collaborative. That means both must collaborate to work together. That has tended to be more common. It is the common scenario in any organization to build a strong customer service relationship or customer owner relationship. Otherwise, the customer may move from their own provider and may move to some other competitors, isn't it? So you need to build a CRM or a customer relationship management in the business. Its purpose is mutual value creation, respecting each other. The owner or the manufacturer or the seller must respect the customer. In turn, customer must also respect the owner of the organization or the seller of the product, isn't it? They are the part of the marketer and the customer. Marketer or producer or the owner, anything, seller, anything you can take. So there will be CRM builds the mutual value or creates a mutual value between the marketer and the customer. Marketer, the owner of the business, and the customer. Here we have the various functionalities of a customer relationship management, like the customer relationship management must run different campaigns, generate the leads, record the follow-ups, how the promotion was done, then qualify the leads, convert the leads and track the sales. Once the sale is done, Then related to orders, so it processes the order process, payment tracking and delivery alert. Everything must be carried out. Then we have the conduct training, knowledge base and the support tickets. So these are the some of the concepts or the responsibilities of the customer relationship management. Along with that, if you check with the proper definition of CRM, CRM says that the customer relationship management, according to a person who is having extensive study in the CRM, White Whale, defines that the customer relationship management or CRM is sometimes referred to as the relationship. There will be a relationship between the customer and the marketer, or marketing relationship, or marketing, or one-to-one marketing. It is defined by the integration of the process, culture and system. It is the integration of the process, culture and the system to recognize, differentiate, service and develop an organization's most valuable customers, to make the business, the owners, the marketers of the business to know the value of, to know the customers, recognize the customers, differentiate between the high valued customers and the normal customers, and how to provide the service to the customers so that customer will stay with the same marketer. What is the intention of building a relationship is that customer must remain with us. Otherwise, there will be a loss, isn't it? If you don't maintain a customer-owner relationship, customer-marketer relationship, the customer, if he is not satisfied with the product or the approach of the marketer with the customer, obviously customer will not be in interest to continue his trade with the same marketer. Instead, he will look into someone else who he feels is more approachable than the present marketer. So, building a customer relationship is as important as making the production or making the promotion, making the product delivery. Okay, so customers are the main receivers of the product. If the customers are not happy with our business, we cannot continue the business with the same profit, isn't it? So this is the reason why we need a customer relationship management between the client and the customer or the marketer of the organization. So this is about the sum of the information resource management concepts. Okay, thank you.